Who will save us? Annie Lytle Public School Number 4. Where once stood the rugged wooden schoolhouse of 1891, stands today the abandoned concrete monolithic structure of Annie Lytle Public School Number 4. It has endured the effects of modern human civilization and the hard hand of Mother Nature for nearly a century. You might have passed it by the wayside traveling south on I-95 without thinking much about its history. It is a landmark that goes by unnoticed day by day. For almost 100 years has the school endured the many seasons of life. It has experienced fires, weathering, erosion, vandalism, and neglect. In the early 1900s, due to a population increase, Jacksonville voters had passed a bill for the creation of over a dozen schools. The Florida Engineering and Construction Company was appointed the task of building the school with a money grant purposed for creating higher capacity and structurally sound schools. The bill for the money grant was passed in 1915. However, it was not until 1917 that construction commenced. By 1918, the building was complete. Thus, Public School Number 4 was born. It was a $250,000 task. With solid brick walls, a neoclassical finish to the pedimented portico, and 4 Doric-style concrete columns, the structure says it is built to last. It was a promising school for the community of Riverside. The school had been equipped with a boiler room, a spacious auditorium, and 2 floors of classrooms. That is an upgrade from the previous wooden schoolhouse that once stood here. In addition, it had a beautiful scenery overlooking the view of the green and picturesque Riverside Park. The name Annie Lytle derived from a former teacher who eventually became principal of the school. In her honor, the name was attributed to the school. In the 1950s, the construction of highways had obstructed the pleasant view, and the progression of human civilization began to take its toll. I-95 and I-10 had begun to make the school an unpleasant place to be and had stolen from its graceful gaze. In 1960, the school had officially shut down. In 1971, the school was condemned and had become a storage place for many years, with the hopeless anticipation of being occupied once again. Records show that it had once been an office space and a Catholic school for a short period of time, but both were unsuccessful. In 1995, the first fire had been ignited. It was believed to have been started by local vandals. Then again, 2 months later, firefighters had come to encounter yet another fire. In 2011, the auditorium roof had set ablaze. Though the origin of the fire has not been identified, many think that it was local vandals once again. In time, the landmark has been a refuge for squatters, druggies, and vandals alike. Reported crimes include trespassing, vandalism, and even rape in one case. However, rumors have it that a janitor had molested students in the boiler room in its active years. Others also have said that the boiler room had blown up at one point, inflicting injury on the students. These stories make it more enticing for one to believe the school is haunted. Thus, it attracts amateur paranormal investigators, though these claims have not been verified. In recent years, there have been plans to restore the landmark and perhaps even converting it to living space, but these ideas have never taken flight and probably never will. Today, however, there has been a group of motivated individuals with an interest in restoring the school back to health as to preserve a piece of lost Jacksonville history. The group is called Save Public School Number 4. Great effort has been put forth to restore the landmark by volunteers who come to help and clean after vandals. Their vision is to one day bring the school back to life and open it as a tourist attraction for Jacksonville history enthusiasts. Time will only tell the fate that awaits Annie Lytle Public School Number 4.